Welcome to Two Beats, One Drums with your host, J La Soul, me, Aaron Williams. This is episode 11 on this
11.
August the 15th, 2023. 2023. Bro, I get married in a week and a half. Like the countdown is, it's blazing fast. It's gearing down, man, like a train, like a freight train, just bearing down on me, man. I'm excited. I'm ready to get it done.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Be locked down in no time.
I will be. I will be. It already feels like I'm locked down. I'm happy with it. So
that's what's up.
Let's get into this show, man. There's a lot that happened over the weekend. I'm excited for this show today. B-Rad. Let's get it cracking, man.
All right, guys. First off, we're going to the world of boxing. We have Anthony Joshua defeating Robert Helenius by way of 7th round knockout. Your thoughts on this weekend's action and what's next for Joshua in the heavyweight division?
Yes, sir.
Did you see the knockout?
I seen the knockout. He looked good. He looked like his old self.
Did he?
But, you knocked out somebody you were supposed to knock out. So we'll see where it takes him. Hopefully we can get him and Deontay Wilder in the ring.
Do we want to see that? Is that something we want to see? Because Wilder knocked Helenius out in
one round, right?
One round, yeah. And took Joshua ruling 7 rounds. Granted, he's coming off. He won his last one before this one, right?
And Wilder isn't, the same as he was when he knocked him out. So I think.
In what way? What do you mean?
He's taken L since then.
Was that before Fury?
Yeah.
Okay, it was.
So we'll see where that takes him. That would be a matchup I want to see. I would like to see Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder.
Who do you think wins that fight?
I think Wilder wins it, but
so it's not going to be a knockout not going to be a guaranteed knockout like Fury's predicting.
I think it'll be a tougher fight for Wilder, but I think he can get it done.
Okay, that's interesting. I was thinking, man, Fury must know something. I heard a lot of people say it's going to be a knockout for Wilder if he faces Joshua because you don't want that smoke.
It'll probably be a knockout, but it's not going to be. I think it'll go past 6-7 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Joshua's definitely more technically sound than
definitely. Definitely.
You can see that. But
it's just power, straight power from Deontay Wilder.
He catches him though. Man.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not gonna be pretty.
But it's good to see Joshua bounce back from from where he came from the L's, the injuries. So hopefully.
The fight I really want to see.
What's that?
I want to see him against his he's not. It would be technically his fellow countryman, but I want to see him against Fury. I want to see that fight.
I wouldn't mind seeing it. I don't think it's I like to see him against Wilder first because if he can't beat Wilder, you don't even get in the ring with Fury.
Yeah, I feel you there. Yeah, I feel you on that front.
Yeah.
We'll see, man. I mean, he looked all right, but
he won a fight he was supposed to win. So if he'd have lost, then it's a different conversation. You know what I mean? We talking maybe retirement.
Yeah, for real. It was looking a little grim there.
Yeah.
But I know Helenius, that was his, I think he fought like just a month prior.
Oh,
I
really?
read. Yeah. I read he fought like just a month prior. So I don't know how much stock you want to put in that fight.
Shout out to him for taking that fight, man. That's a task.
That is a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
To train for that long and then get ready for another opponent like that for it. So we'll see, man.
Yeah. Hopefully we get another good fight. Wilder, Joshua. Make that happen. I'll watch that one.
You paying for that fight?
I'm paying for that one.
All right. He's paying. You heard it. Next up, B-Rad.
All right, next up, in a recent interview, Terrence Crawford listed several fights he's open to next, including Canelo Alvarez, Tank Davis, and a rematch with Errol Spence Jr. Your thoughts on those prospective bouts, and who will Crawford's next opponent be?
I don't want to see him against Spence. I don't. I mean, maybe if it was up in weight, maybe like we discussed last show, but I mean, I don't think I want to see that. I do want to see him against Canelo. I do want to see him against Canelo. Is Tank Davis? Tank Davis is too small for
Tank
Crawford,
Davis
right?
fights at 137 or 135.
What does Crawford fight at?
147.
That's a 10 pound. That's a
10 pound. It's a big difference.
Yeah.
I talked about this with one of my friends the other day. We was thinking that Tank Powell could cross over to 147. Like, I think honestly he would give Terrence Crawford trouble just because of his size. He's small. He's a smaller target with more power than Spence have. Tank Davis is a monster. He's tough. We've seen him being able to change styles in a fight. So he's not a Earl Spence, just a one trick pony. He has talent. He can switch up, adjust to what's going on in the fight at those moments when maybe Terrence Crawford is switching left hand, southpaw. So I think that could happen. But I think what's best for Terrence Crawford is to go ahead and take some time, really think about what you want to do. Because Canelo Alvarez has a fight with Charlo.
Yep.
And wait to see how that plays out. I think you go ahead and take that Spence fight if it's at 154, because you're gonna fight Charlo at 154.
Is he going after Charlo next?
That would be the smart fight after Spence, because Spence had the rematch clause.
Yeah.
So if he got to fight that fight, go ahead and fight that fight at 154. Because you're gonna fight Charlo at 154. You're gonna fight Canelo maybe at 160. Because Canelo is, Canelo's not coming down to 147 or 150 to fight you. So you have to be strategic with it. Tank Davis, I think, is gonna stifle him if he has to stay at 147 to fight Tank Davis. And Tank Davis have to go up to 147 to fight him. That's gonna stifle your growth. If you're looking to go up in this division to 154 to fight Charlo, the undisputed, for those belts, then you need to go ahead and fight Spence at 154. Get that weight up. You know what I mean? We seen he carries weight good. He looked bigger than Earl Spence
for sure
at 147. So get your weight up. Fight Spence in the rematch at 154. Fight Charlo at 154, and then you can think about
go after the big fish.
Go after the big fish. Then you think about going after Canelo, because if he comes after Canelo now, I don't think he wins that fight.
Because he'd be going up so high in weight and stuff. Yeah.
Facts. As we've seen,
with himself up to the weight that Canelo's at.
Facts.
Yeah, I like that. I actually like that plan a lot more. Yeah, it strategically makes more sense, because you going against Canelo, it's not going to be easy. So
no, sir,
that's not going to be an easy fight.
No, sir.
So yeah, I guess that makes the way when you put it that way, it makes more sense. No, get rematch with Spence. I want to see. I mean, I just want to see the best fight the best. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Who's the pound for pound number one? Spence or no, not Spence. Crawford or Canelo? That's the only question I have remaining.
Well, you have Charlo standing there.
Charlo is standing in the way, but we're going to see where Charlo stands
with Canelo.
And
on that, I think he got a shot.
You think Charlo's got a shot?
I think he got a shot.
I do too.
You know what I mean? Because what we've seen Canelo lose in the past. You know what I mean? So we could pick apart, and he has more fights. We could pick apart his fight. If Charlo is smart and they go back, see the footage of his losses, what it took to beat him. Yeah. You know what I mean? And take that in the training camp and make something of it, I think he has a good chance to beat Canelo.
When are they supposed to be fighting?
September. I'm not sure about that one. It's in September though.
I'm gonna have to look that.
But I think he has a chance to beat Canelo, and that would set up a awesome fight for him and Terrence Bud Crawford. I think
it would.
Yeah, definitely. So that's my opinion on that. Shout out to Bud. I want to see some good fights though. Like you said, I want to see.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Tank, stay in your division.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, you're not. It's not
September 30th.
September 30th.
Yeah.
So that'll be a good one to watch. September 30th.
I'm down to see that.
Yes, sir.
Down to watch that fight. All right, that's it for boxing. Next up, Brad, let's get it.
All right, next up, we move to the NBA with the Hall of Fame class of 23. It's headlined this year by Dirk Nowitzki, Dwayne Wade, along with Pau Gasol, Tony Parker, and Greg Popovich. Your thoughts on the NBA class of 2023?
This is a good class. This was a very good class. All deserving. All the inductees were all deserving of getting into the Hall of Fame. To me, the best in this class, obviously, we go to Dwayne Wade. Then I'm going to have to put Dirk next, man.
Right there, bro.
Right there, man. He's up there on the scoring list. I remember when he came in from Germany. Tall, skinny, white kid, could shoot, move, put the ball on the floor. He had probably one of the most unstoppable shots in NBA history. Facts. I mean, if you think about the all-time best shots, the unstoppable shots. Kareem skyhook, the Michael Jordan fadeaway, the LeBron to the basket.
Yeah.
Dirk Nowitzki had the fadeaway jumper that you could not off one leg,
the knee up.
couldn't touch it, couldn't block it. You're pretty much at his mercy when he got into that 15-foot range. And that run he had when he won that championship, man, that was one of the best runs in NBA history. If you really think about it, he went through Kobe, he went through LeBron and D Wade.
Yes, sir.
At their prime. I think he went through Phoenix. I forget the teams he went through in the West. Yeah, he went through the OKC Thunder.
It was a tough run.
Went through Kobe, and I want to say he went through Memphis.
Yeah,
it was one of the first. I think that was the first round series. That's an epic run, man. If you think about going through Kobe and Pau,
LeBron,
who just
D-Wade.
came off back to backs, LeBron and D Wade, a young spry OKC team with had Durant and Westbrook and Harden and Ibaka, and I think they had Perkins on that squad.
Just to make it to the Western Conference Final, though. You're right, bro.
They were an older team too, because they had Jay Kidd. He was at the end of his career.
Definitely.
Dirk Nowitzki, he was just well established and stuff, but that was a veteran. They had Sean Marion on that squad.
Yes,
veteran laden team, man, and he single-handedly carried them to that championship.
Well-deserved Hall of Fame, man.
Yeah, absolutely. He's one of my favorite players.
Tony Parker, man.
Yeah, Tony Parker, man.
We talk about
I used to hate Tony Parker, honestly. I used to hate Tony Parker, man, because I was like, this is a little – nothing against the French. It's a little French kid out here running around, running by all these dudes, making them look slow and stuff. Used to blow my mind how they couldn't stop that dude. But he was good, man. Like in that San Antonio system, he was –
him and Pop, the both made it this year. That's dope, man. You and your coach,
you go in at the same time.
At the same time, so.
Yeah, that is pretty dope. Yeah, he was a good point guard, man. I mean, what else can you say?
Yeah,
about his career, man.
Paul Gasol.
I remember the trade like it was yesterday, man. And him linking up with Kobe. They didn't get it that first year, but they were close. They went up against a loaded Boston team first year he got there, but
Paul Pierce.
Yeah, let's not get started with Paul. his antics. Yeah, I mean that was kind of a learning experience that first year when they went up against that Boston team, because Kevin KG and Kendrick Perkins, they out physicaled Paul Gasol in that series. I remember he had to muscle up after that. It's kind of like when Jordan went up against Detroit and stuff like that. He had to go learn to lift weights and get stronger going up against Detroit and stuff. When Paul Gasol went up against Kevin Garnett and Kendrick Perkins.
Definitely.
They put some muscle on him, and he improved from that series, and they went on to win
back to
back. Him and Kobe were 1 and 2 neck and neck.
Yes, sir.
For best players on that team. Well, of course, Kobe was, but Paul Gasol was a great Robin to his Batman, and well deserved for him too, man. I didn't think he was going to get in. Honestly, I personally, I didn't see him as a Hall of Famer. Dirk, 100%.
Well, you got to think about his international play too.
For sure,
he's
yeah, for sure. You can't discredit his international superstar.
You got 2 championships. It's kind of
it doesn't automatically qualify.
But
he's not an all-time great.
If
you ask me.
Well, I guess there wasn't.
Speaking of all-time, let me get this.
What?
Where does Dirk Nowitzki rank as far as all-time great power forwards for you?
Power forwards.
Where you got Charles.
Okay.
I'm gonna forget some because I'm an old.
Okay, go ahead.
You got Charles. You got Carl, of course.
Mm-hmm.
C-Web, he's better than C-Web. Rasheed Wallace. And there's been some good power forwards that go in that.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say he's better than Charles Barkley?
I would not.
You wouldn't say he's better than Charles Barkley?
I would not, because Charles could run the court, bring the ball up, man.
Yeah, Charles was a Mars. If you go watch highlights of Charles Barkley,
definitely
just yamming the ball. Big old, he had to be like 270, running the court, dribbling, handling the ball, behind the back passes, full court.
Like just not really thinking about all the power forwards that I'll say he's top 5.
Top 5 for sure.
Top 5.
Yeah, I'd say he's top 5 for sure.
Top 5 for sure. Just because of the shooting he brought to the position. You know what I mean? They wasn't shooting like that at the power forward position.
Nah. He was the first real stretch power forward.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I put him in top 5. I wouldn't say he's better than Charles Barkley or Karl Malone or Mikhail. I'd say he's better skillfully.
Definitely.
But
who else we got? Becky Hammond, it's good to see the women.
Yeah, they always
making it. I don't know about it. I don't know about the 76 U.S. Women's Olympics team, but I'm guessing they did their thing. You know what I mean?
They must have.
Before my time.
Like I said, man, the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame to me is kind of watered down because there's so much basketball history, bro. You're talking so many years of basketball history that you can't even think of. So, like the 76, I have no clue of that. I know Jim Valvano, Gene Cady, coached at Purdue. David Hickson, I don't know. Gary Blair. Can't really see that top one. But let's talk about Dean Wade, man. D. Wade got in. First ballot. Obviously, one of my personal favorite players to watch. Came out in 2003. Went to Marquette.
Did his thing.
He was,
man.
That first championship when he went up against Dirk and stuff, man. They were down 0-2.
Yeah.
Going on the road, and he came back and
did his thing, man.
Got it. The MVP. What do you remember about the most?
That year, him and Shaq, man, just we after to do what he did. After Shaq come from LA, it's like, okay, can you duplicate what him and Kobe had?
Yeah.
So for him to just, he was that team, you know what I mean? Shaq was still Shaq, but he wasn't,
he wasn't the dominant.
He wasn't dominant Shaq. So, I think this is well deserved. D Wade, he's been a Hall of Famer since before he retired. You know what I mean?
100%.
So,
yeah, 100%. I think he's the third greatest shooting guard of all time. I think it's pretty safe to say third. Wait, what is this? What are you doing?
I don't have him as the third greatest shooting guard of all time, but
Jordan,
Kobe. I give it to you because my answer is my answer is crazy, bro.
Is it a biased answer or what is it? An honest answer?
If we talking stats,
who?
It's not biased.
Are you going Joe Dumars?
No.
Who?
You don't want to hear it, bro. Trust me.
Come on, man, give it.
James Harden, man.
Man, come on.
Or do we put James at the 1? If we put him at the 1, then
I wouldn't say James Harden is
Okay.
a true 2, man.
okay.
To be perfectly honest, in all seriousness, he's not a
He's not a 2.
He's not a 2. He's a point guard.
All right.
Yeah, I've never seen James Harden as a point
guard. I'll get into
Who was it that was saying something crazy about comparing James Harden to D Wade, saying that they would take? I think it was
What do you mean? I'm taking prime James Harden over D Wade.
What?
Yes.
Are you crazy?
A little bit, but
bro, come on, man. No way you're taking there's no way I'm taking
I am.
James Harden. Prime James. Are you talking about Houston James?
I'm talking about Houston James Harden.
Man,
go get a bucket, James Harden. Yeah, like
I kind of hold the league responsible for James Harden. I do, man, because the league was at the height of James Harden. You could probably go out. You could probably suggest that was when the NBA was at its weakest. Absolutely.
As far as
what came to style of play. The league started to change.
It did.
And they started calling way more fouls. Way more fouls, right. Bro. I mean, all the stuff they won't even bother trying to call now, they were calling.
But is that his fault, or did he just take advantage of it?
I think he took advantage of the system, and it worked to his benefit. You know, you got an MVP out of it. But you look at his game now. Granted, he's not the same player he was back then.
Yeah.
You look at his game now compared to how it was called for him back then. He's not the same player.
You're not getting all that.
Yeah,
definitely. But
I wouldn't dare put James Harden over D Wade in any sense.
I got it. And that's me being a big James Harden fan and less of a Miami Heat fan. So it's a little biased, but I think.
Are you that big of a James Harden fan?
I'm a huge James Harden fan, bro.
Why?
Cause when he was at his prime and I played ball, that was my style.
That was your guy?
Like watching D Wade has, a nice game, but watching James Harden, it was different. I was into everything.
You was into the shake and bakes.
His just how he creates space, ankles. Man. Like, it was that's what it is. But D Wayne the Hall of Famer, so big ups.
I mean, they're already putting James Harden as a Hall of Famer and stuff. He's definitely on the top 75.
He won the MVP.
I think they need to revise that top 75. If James Harden is a top 75, I'm sorry. Let's get to this next subject, man. Shout out to all the Hall of Famers. Let's get Brad, get it. It's a good segue into this next.
Yeah, I think we'll pivot to Jay's boy Harden here with trouble in Philadelphia. James Harden reportedly plans to skip 76ers training camp and could force another standoff versus his own team. He wants out. What do you make of this situation?
Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. I'm tired of this. I am tired of this. I've been tired of this. I've been tired of this for the last couple years now with this dude, man. Listen, bro. You are not the player you used to be. And to sit here, to have the audacity after the performance you put on in game 6 and 7 to come out and talking about they act like as if they owe you something after that? What? Huh? What are you talking about, bro? You are not the same player you used to be. Okay, I get it. They made promises. Don't make promises you can't keep. I agree with that. But, homie, you got to think about it for a second. They are making an investment into you. They are putting their money, time, and effort into you. And to sit there and expect them to follow through after the performance you put on is asinine, bro. It is absolutely ridiculous. You're not the player you used to be. We saw that a couple years ago. Just because you had a nice, decent year where you had the most assists in the league, congratulations, bro. Congratulations. It matters about what you do in May.
Fact.
April and May matters most. That's what you're there for, to help bring a championship. One would suggest that you was even a second best player on that team. It was Maxey. So why would they sit here and fork out all this cash for you, bro? They can't trade you for just chips and a bag of chips. If it was me, I would have sent him right on to Houston. As soon as I heard that, I'm like, oh, for real? You want to go to Houston? Here, I'll take whatever you guys because I just don't I don't think you can win with him, bro.
Yeah. I feel the same. I feel like he'll be on the outside looking in.
He's gonna be out the league, bro.
Facts. But
saw what they did to Melo.
He needs to,
humble himself.
He needs to humble himself.
Man.
Figure out, what leverage he does have, which is not a lot because of the way he went about it. Then he called Daryl Morey a liar and this and that.
Called Daryl Morey a liar. You got the coach fired. Facts. I mean, many people didn't think it was the coach to begin with in Doc Rivers. So they held on to you. You come back, talk about trade me. They can't trade you. They're like, come on, we'll take you back, bro. We want you back. We want you part of the team. You're gonna sit here and, man, come on, man. Grow up, bro.
It is childish. It's very childish, trying to get your way like that. But is
what are you gonna do in LA?
It's a league that has spoiled them.
It is.
It is.
This is the league's fault.
This is the league 100%. That has spoiled them, and he's just being a spoiled brat, bro. That's all this is.
This is the league's fault.
Like I said, he'll be on the outside looking in, and it like you said, maybe even out the league, like a Carmelo type thing. So I don't know, man.
I don't know why you would want to. I don't know why any organization would want to bring him on.
Yeah,
like you know what you're gonna get. How many years in a row are you gonna see this mess? We saw how it ended in Houston. That was embarrassing. Well, I can understand the Brooklyn thing to a certain level, but
yeah.
To go from Houston to Brooklyn to now Philadelphia,
it's the other agendas than winning a championship, obviously. Because
what is it about?
I have no clue, bro.
You've made all the money you could possibly.
Strippers.
I mean, like, you know what I mean? Why would you think about it for a second? Bro. This fool actually listed Houston as a destination, so obviously winning is not part of your plan.
Facts.
So what do you want out of this? You just want to have it the way you want? Do you want to win? Obviously, you don't. I mean, what do you want, bro? You can't have it. People have jobs and lives, and this is their livelihood, man. They can't just sit here and work around you on everything. Then Joe, you know what, Philly, your job is to make sure the MVP, the most current MVP, remains on that team.
And I think it'll end up he'll be wanting out soon because
he already took Philadelphia off of his Twitter or something.
The way they're handling business, even though it's not 100% their fault.
Wait! Don't say that.
Well, you know what it's not 100% their fault with the way James Harden is acting and and getting getting players.
The trust the process thing.
Yeah, that's over, man. The process is over. So if next off season or even come trade deadline, they don't make the right moves, I could see him getting up out of there.
I can see him requesting a trade, absolutely. And he would be well within his right to do so.
Facts.
Well within his right to do so. If this doesn't get any better, why waste the prime of your career for an organization that just can't seem to surround you?
And what's crazy, even if that team stayed together, I think with Marcus Smart gone, they're the better team in the East than Boston Celtics.
Boston?
With James Harden.
Are they better than Milwaukee?
I haven't seen a healthy Milwaukee in 2 years, bro.
It's been I would say.
You know what I mean? So is maybe. You know what I mean? So I think they're a better team with him than without him.
They do have Nick Nurse as their coach. I forget about that.
So
he's going to be an improvement.
But
I don't know.
They
lost. I think they lost a lot more. They lost Niang, I believe.
Facts.
And they lost somebody else. They still got somebody. They still have some players and stuff.
Yeah, they still have a decent core. But
I don't know, man.
Harden wants out. We get you some young pieces.
I see a second round exit. That's what I see.
At this point, yeah.
Harden just ain't it, man.
Fact.
We've seen this story, man.
Because it's like you're not gonna go to a team and your heart is in it. You know what I mean? We see you're here to play for yourself. You're not here to play for no team championship, no team, nothing. You're here for James Harden. You know what I mean? So it's like wherever he goes, it's not gonna be I've built a camaraderie with my teammates. Nah, you just want it out of where you were. So you here just to
Because they didn't keep their promise.
To collect a check. I don't see it, man.
Jesus Christ, man. You have a golden opportunity to win you a ring. And people clearly see that ain't part of the
facts.
I don't know, man. I don't know what do you play for if I mean I know you get paid a lot of money. Man, you're not even trying to win.
Not trying to win, man. I don't want to play with that type of player.
That's what I'm saying.
Joel Embiid.
I wouldn't want to either. I'm being straight up. I wouldn't want to play with him either.
So we'll see where that goes, but Philly, get it together, man.
Trust the process. You know, think about this for a second. They would not be in this position today if they had just drafted one Jason Tatum over Markelle Fultz. I know you're not too high on Jason Tatum.
I'm not, but I'm not.
If they had Jason Tatum,
I'm not that high on Markelle Fultz at all.
Exactly. He's still in the league, and congrats to you getting your stuff together, man. That had to be hard to lose all your confidence in your shot. Like, man, that was hard to see, man. Because I remember him in college. He went to UW, which is my neck of the woods.
He was nice, man.
He was nice coming out. I thought he was pretty nice coming out. I didn't think he was better than Jason Tatum. I thought Tatum should have been the number one pick. But, man, to lose bro, I've never seen anything like it, man. To where you just lose your.
Well, we've seen Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons always could never shoot.
Well, yeah,
that was different. That's different.
He at least was shoot.
Markelle Fultz could shoot before.
No, but I'm saying he would at least shoot the ball. He don't even shoot anymore.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. Like you don't even shoot the ball. Like that's crazy, bro.
Hey, I'm hoping for a Ben Simmons. I like Ben Simmons.
I like Ben Simmons. Man.
I think he's a good player. 6'10" can handle the ball, but he just take the shot.
Take it.
What do you have to lose? You miss it. Who cares, man? Just take the shot.
Take it.
It doesn't matter. It's all good. You're still getting paid the same, bro. They ain't gonna get rid of you. Shoot. You're a valuable asset. You know what I mean? Just take the shot.
Take it.
All right, that's it for basketball. What we got up next, Brad?
All right, concluding our NBA talk today, we're going to the FIBA World Cup upcoming. Team USA absolutely shining in their exhibition game so far, most recently defeating Spain 98-88. What are your thoughts on that?
I watched the Helenius game and I watched the Spain game. Mm-hmm. My only concern with them, they look good. My only concern with them is Spain kind of banged them around on the glass.
Okay.
And that's my concern with them. They only got Jaren Jackson, who's probably 6'11", 7 foot. But from there, they go to Paulo Banchero, who's not a real big man. So that's my concern with them is if they don't hit threes, they get beat on the glass. They kind of got manhandled by Spain. And Spain's the number one team in the FIBA rankings or whatever like that. So they're the best team. Or by ranking, not technically.
Yeah, I think I think they'll do fine, even if I think they got long players. They got they got a Brandon Ingram. They got players who go get rebounds. Mikal Bridges, hustle players. So I think they'll be fine. I don't really see anybody beating them. I see a lot of teams that's gonna push them to the limits. You know what I mean, and maybe take them to the fourth quarter and have them really having to play. But I don't see anybody beating them really. That team is up and down that benches. Some ballers, man. They got hoopers, bro. So
man, I like Austin Reeves, man.
Yeah.
Austin, bro, man. Instant impact. That dude, the homie come in, instant impact, bro.
Facts.
Instant impact. He always makes something happen, bro.
Make the right play.
That's how you know you got a good player, man. He's gonna be a good player for the next 10, 12 years, man. Because every time he gets in the game, man, he makes something happen, no matter what it is. So I think they'll beat. Man, we'll see, man. I don't think it really matters, honestly. They already qualified for the Olympics and stuff. They took gold in the last one, so they automatically free up. So I mean, we'll see.
It's gonna be fun to watch, though. You know what I mean? they still got the Canadian team. We were just talking about the Bahamas team with DeAndre Ayton and
there's some
Buddy
squads
Hield,
out there.
So
there's some
it's not gonna
Bahamas team squatted up, boy, man.
not,
I was like, what?
It's not gonna be a cakewalk, but they should take it.
We'll see. We'll see. I think that's officially it for basketball for me.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it, Brad.
To this NFL.
All right. NFL preseason is upon us. Back in swing. I just want to know, what are your thoughts from what you saw this weekend, guys? Anything stand out to you?
Broncos got a long way ahead of them, bro.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that stood out to me.
Okay.
This weekend. Over everything. It didn't look good.
Yeah.
It looked a lot like last year, bro. And I was shocked by that. Completely shocked by that. I did not expect them to look that bad against the Cardinals of all teams.
Yeah.
Like, what? And
I'm
praying for them, man.
Yeah.
I'm praying for them, man, because it could get ugly, man. I mean, I like Russell Wilson's, but man, that was rough.
But it's preseason.
It is.
How many snaps did he take?
Yeah, he played the whole first quarter, I want to say.
Okay.
I mean, they scored on their last drive. Like, their coach, Peyton was like, it wasn't looking good for me. I wanted to get in there. I wanted to score.
We talked about that a few weeks back. It was going to be a couple years for.
Yeah, we did. I just expected them to look a little bit better, man. It was mostly their offensive line.
Like, I'm gonna say this, what I've seen this preseason. I seen my Saints. I seen Derek Carr get out there and look efficient. You know what I mean?
That looked good.
I seen Jamal Williams picking up key first downs.
Hey, by the way, did well, not Mike Williams. Who's the receiver? Michael Thomas. Did Mike Thomas actually get on the field?
Yeah, he played.
He got on the field.
Caught a few balls.
Good for him, man.
Kamara.
Welcome back to the league, bro. It's been a while.
So yeah, and that they played. That first half they were awesome. Then second half they kind of went down to Kansas City, and Andy Reid was doing his thing. I was like, he coaching his ass off right now. And then
after the first quarter and stuff, I don't pay attention.
But it's still coaching, bro. We still gotta see what kind of Saints made some corrections, and we end up winning the game by a field goal. Let me talk about this Raiders team that put that spanking on San Francisco, man. San Francisco didn't look like they were in it at all.
Did they even play? Did they even play anybody?
They played
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance, man.
It's time to go.
He looked bad.
It's time to go.
He looked bad, man.
And somebody. I watch him every day. Colin Cowherd said, it's probably just it's time for a change of scenery. Get it. I mean, maybe the what's their coach? San Francisco coach. Shanahan. Maybe it's just Kyle Shanahan's system is just not for him. He needs to go sit under another offensive coordinator that maybe he's for him or something like that.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
You guys gave up a lot to get him, and it's not working out.
Maybe you can go to Pittsburgh or something.
It's possible. It's just time for him, man. He looked bad, dude.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's sad, I guess. And I mean, it ain't sad to me.
Yeah.
It's sad to see that they put all those high hopes in him. And he's just
Packers look good too.
Packers looked all right, man. They're still babysitting Jordan Love.
Yeah.
We'll see how they look. Steelers look good. What do you think about these rookie quarterbacks, man? I saw Stroud on against the Patriots.
Yeah.
It was the Patriots. Bill Belichick's always going to give you something that you're not prepared for. I don't take anything from how he looked.
Yeah.
My Colts quarterback, Anthony Richardson, he looked all right. They named him starter. Jonathan Taylor came back this week. Yeah. I'm liking this Colts team, man. I am. I like Anthony Richardson. I think he's going to just add a different element. He's just put him on the field. Let's see how it goes.
Let's see what he does.
I don't care. I don't care what the result is. I just want to see him develop. And
I didn't get a chance to see the Panthers play. So did he even play?
Yeah, he did play. Yeah, he played the quarterback.
Well, as I see, they didn't put any.
They didn't put any points up. I think he was like 4 or 6.
Yeah,
for I think 40-something yards.
I think
got sacked. I'm just
you rookie QBs. You gotta give them more playing time. At least let them play the first half.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you need to get these NFL snaps, man, because it's not no joke, man.
And he was going to be against the Jets defense.
Yeah, facts.
Boy, they look good, bro.
They look good.
And they just got out Alvin Kamara today.
Oh,
Jets.
no, Brandon Cooks. Dalvin
Cook.
Dalvin Cook. That's what I said.
They got Dalvin Cook signed with the Jets today. So they're going to be dangerous.
They're going to be dangerous, man. Facts.
Man. Yeah, that's what stood out to me was that defense, bro. Panthers look all right. I mean, I think it's a Saints division to lose, man.
Yeah,
I truly feel that way.
Definitely.
I
think Derek Carr is about to.
He's got a revenge story to come, man.
Fact.
I think he was very disrespected.
Oh yeah,
and his tenure in Raiders.
Like the Raiders.
I mean, I've always been a Derek Carr fan, and I think he's been very disrespected. I think this is his. Now he's got a squad. He's squatted up, man.
Definitely,
he squatted up. He's got a good defense, good receivers, good running game, good offensive line, decent coach. Hopefully, we'll find out about Dennis Allen. Good culture, good organization.
What's our rookie wide receiver, man? A.T. Perry. Savage, bro. I want to say he probably had 7 catches.
Whew.
Man, a touchdown from Jameis Winston.
Jameis is still on the team?
Yeah, man. He's our backup.
For you, Jameis.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
He's accepted his role and
yeah.
Yeah, man. Saints look good, man. But preseason, man, I'm enjoying it so far, man.
Yeah.
So
it's nice. It's just nice to have football back.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? It's nice to have that when first preseason games all get going. That's how you know, okay, football is officially back in town. It's officially. I
gotta get this fantasy popping, man.
Yeah. Don't draft the quarterback in the first round. That's all. Go receiver.
I'm taking Derek Carr, man.
That's fine. I would.
I'm not taking any young
kids
yet.
You can find. Man, there's so many good quarterbacks.
Fact.
There's so many good. Man, draft, go receiver crazy. Go all your flex positions or running back, tight ends. Grab them all, bro. Before you grab a quarterback, because you can get you a quarterback in the later rounds now.
Facts.
Easily. There's at least 15 there's over half the league has good quarterbacks. That's going to do well for you throughout the whole season. So I wouldn't even think about quarterback till like my second, third to last pick, to be perfectly honest. So
might get you 2.
Yeah. You might.
It might get you 2 good.
You might. Next up, Brett.
All right, guys, we're looking ahead to college football starting up in a couple weeks here. Thought we'd take a look at your 2 teams, Jay's LSU Tigers and, of course, Aaron's Ohio State Buckeyes. Let's start with LSU. Jay, how are you feeling about the team this year?
Ooh. I was telling him earlier, I have championship aspirations for my Tigers.
That's optimism right there at its finest. I like it. I like it.
First things first. Let's talk QB.
Okay.
Jaden Daniels.
Yes.
Second year under Ryan Kelly. Everybody, all the teams they have ahead of them in the SEC, Alabama, no quarterback yet. Georgia, no quarterback yet.
Okay.
I can even talk about your Ohio State. Yeah, we can talk about
Let's
that.
Get to Ohio State in a minute. Hold on.
I got all these top teams.
Yeah.
They,
okay.
It's gonna be first year QBs.
Okay.
And
expectations are high.
Expectation is high. We have receiving core is
all back, mostly.
All back. Malik Neighbors, and we have, from what I'm hearing, this kid is the X factor. Aaron Anderson. Remember that name?
I knew Aaron Anderson in the high school, man.
Man,
a basketball player.
It's
crazy.
I think in high school he had the record for like punt return, kick returns. Savage, bro. Track speed.
Okay.
So I'm hearing he's the X factor. Our defense still, I think, would be a tough defense.
Absolutely.
I think my only problem with LSU is we lack depth.
Okay.
I feel like if we stay healthy, we can run the table. I feel like if we lose key players, it's gonna be hard. Interesting to see if the younger underclassmen could step in and maintain. But other than that, man, I think Ryan Kelly is doing a great job, man. Let me put it like this: he took over 6-17.
Yep.
And wasn't expected to win more than 6 games again last year.
Went 10-4.
Went 10-4. So
very well done job.
So I see. I'm gonna say what 11-2, 11-1
in the playoffs. It went.
Oh, definitely. Okay. So
pull up the
schedule. So let's go. Florida State win. Grambling win. Mississippi State win. Arkansas will be a tough game. I think we'll pull it out. Ole Miss, another tough
game. Missouri win.
But that's
Auburn.
If we take an L, I'd say it'd be Ole Miss.
Ole Miss would be the trap game.
Missouri, we always play good against Auburn. That's always a good game. So
they threw Cupcake Army in there.
Army
before the Alabama game.
The Alabama game.
Them SEC teams, man. That's God, bro.
Alabama game. I think we pull that one out, man. I'm hearing, Alabama isn't what they used to be.
Oh, you
I heard
that a little bit of that rap poison that Nick Saban was talking about.
I heard that tide not rolling, man. Florida and Georgia, like this is probably the easiest schedule we've had in the last.
You say easy. You say, listen,
man, we had some tough schedules.
You go ahead and say easy all you want to, man. That Florida State game, I see a loss, man.
I don't see it.
I see a loss. They lost to them last year. Granted, it was a great game. They got to go down there this time.
Man, we're not losing to Florida State, man.
Florida State's riding high this year. They're returning a lot of their people from last year too. Well, that's going to be the game of the week, just so you know.
Definitely. But
they got to get past that first game, man. I wouldn't be so sure. I wouldn't be so sure about that game.
LSU is going to win it all.
They're going to win.
We're going to get a title this year.
Oh,
and we'll be back next year.
So LSU women's won the championship. LSU basketball women's won the championship. The baseball team won the championship. Yeah. Now we're going to triple up with the football team, huh?
Yes, sir.
New Orleans going to win the Super Bowl too?
Not this year.
Not this year.
But we'll make a nice little run.
Listen, man. I see LSU. They're ranked number 5 in the AP poll today.
What you got?
I have LSU losing the first game, and then they lose ultimately to Alabama in a toughly contested game. Going 11, what that would be put them at 10-2. I would have put them in the SEC championship game, and they might get into the playoff. I could see them potentially getting into the playoffs. Maybe they back.
I'm gonna just say this.
What's that?
We beat LSU last year. We beat Alabama last year.
Okay, so, based on a 2-point conversion, right?
So now it's we big dogs. We going in there.
You guys win one game against Alabama. You're the big dogs in the pond now, huh?
Well, that's an Alabama team with Bryce Young. There's no Bryce Young there.
There isn't.
So
Nick Saban's still there though.
Nah, man.
I do see a little bit.
Chalk it up as a win, man.
I see a little bit of switch in Alabama, but it's still Nick Saban in Alabama, man.
Nah.
And until Nick Saban says otherwise, it is still Nick Saban in Alabama until he says otherwise.
We'll see.
It's
we'll see.
Brian Kelly is the biggest threat to the Alabama dominance.
Facts.
Kirby Smart's kind of
He's getting there.
He's getting there. He's got 2. He's beat him the last couple of years, but
yes, sir.
I still have Georgia is a class of the SEC, but they played nobody, so
yeah,
it's whatever. They do have a good team. I can't see
they brought back a lot of people.
They did bring a lot of people.
Who's gonna be slinging that thing back there, man?
For who?
For Georgia.
I don't know. They'll figure it out. That's not the basis of their team though. It's built off of that defense.
Okay.
It's built off of that defense. Granted, they don't ever play anybody. Play somebody, Georgia.
Facts.
They did play Oregon last year. So.
You in the SEC.
They did play Oregon. I'll give them that. They'll
play more SEC teams.
Yeah. Stop playing 8 conference games. It's garbage. Be like the Big Ten would play we played 9. So I don't know. LSU, I think they're going to be good. I'm kind of trolling here. I think I can see them getting into the playoff. This is their best team in a while, and Brian Kelly's going to have them playing well.
Yes,
they're bringing pretty much mostly everybody back. They were going to recruit well. Their defense is always going to be
Harold
good.
Harold Perkins Jr., man.
Okay.
Another one. Watch out for.
Remember that name?
Yeah.
Well, I think this is going to be the most watched college football season in a while. Facts. I mean, college football is just always going to be a staple for a lot of people. But
Facts.
I think this is going to be the most interesting year because there's a lot of ambiguity this year with these top teams. Georgia, you don't know about their quarterback situation. Alabama, you don't know about their quarterback situation. LSU, you're kind of wondering if this is it. Ohio State, we'll get to them in a second. Are we finished with LSU? Is that all you got on your LSU?
Man, that's all
national title.
Man. National title aspirations. I'm riding them all the way till the wheels fall off, man.
Okay, book it. That's the homer in him. We'll take it though. Let's get
all right,
Buckeyes.
Yes, over to you. Give us a preview. How's the squad looking this year for the Ohio State Buckeyes?
I am cautiously, I'll say cautiously optimistic about this season.
Okay.
We lost Stroud. He's no longer there. But there's some light at the end of the tunnel, as I always like to say.
Okay.
We have 8 of the 11 on offense coming back. Most of the offensive receiving cores coming back. The running back rooms coming back. Bringing back a couple offensive linemen. That's going to be the weakest part of our team on offense is going to be the offensive line. Hopefully they have it together this year because when you're starting a new quarterback, I think it's going to be McCord more than likely. He did actually play with Marvin Harrison in high school. Marvin Harrison Jr. in high school. So I think that's going to be a familiar face to throw to. Ryan Day always has the offense as a well-oiled machine. He always does. I have faith in Ryan Day having this offense as a well-oiled machine. The question is, can McCord deliver? That's the question. We haven't seen him yet.
Yeah.
He didn't beat out C.J. Stroud, but C.J. Stroud obviously was a top 3 draft pick. So It's going to be kind of hard to beat out an NFL prospect. But Cord is a 4-star recruit. No, he's not too far from the area. I can see him, having a decent year. We just need him just not to make the mistakes because ultimately the success of this season falls on who? For me, personally, that damn defense.
Okay.
It's that damn defense.
Talk about it.
I've seen enough. Listen, man, our defense has been the bane or the thorn in our side. The tack on the bottom of our shoe, just impeding our progress.
Yeah.
Right. Jim Knowles, this is your second year in the system. We brought you here to play good defense. Okay. New system, new faces and stuff takes time. I saw some flashes, at the beginning of the season, and you guys kind of tailed off towards. You guys kind of reverted back to the giving up explosive plays, towards the end of the season there. And it kind of bit you in that semifinal game against Georgia. It did. It bit you guys. So I need to see improvement. We're bringing back 8 of the 11 starters. We're bringing back a lot of. I think we're bringing back 14 to 16. Players that played last year between the offense and defense.
Yeah.
So there shouldn't be a huge drop off. If anything, it should be an improvement. Okay.
Facts.
So the defense should be better. Secondary is going to be a question mark. It's been a question mark for our team for the last couple years now. We haven't got those first round draft picks at the cornerback position. I think that's been our problem. There is no Jeff Okudah or Eli Apple to a lesser extent, but there's no top ranked recruiter that or top ranked cornerback that we have on this squad. So that's kind of my concern. But bringing a lot of experience back, bringing Jim Knowles' defense back, I'm expecting an improved defense. That's all I'm asking.
Okay.
Defensive lines, the strength of that team, of that defense, always has been. I'm expecting to see massive improvement from them. My only problem with this team is and it's unfortunate I have to say this, but I have to be honest. I am not one of these fanboys that just rides my team to no matter what the prognosis is, no matter how bad they look. I'm not one of these fanboys that doesn't. I keep it real here.
Okay,
we keep it real here.
Okay, so do you beat Michigan?
That's where I was going. I'm not so sure about that. We steamrolled the whole schedule. You gotta bring up. We steamrolled the schedule.
Okay.
Everybody on that schedule, not even concerned about. Not even in the
Notre Dame.
I am a little concerned about Notre Dame. We got to go there. Hostile. It'll be a hostile environment, but I think we should be able to beat them. I think. I hope we better be able to beat them. I mean, they don't have the talent that we have.
Yeah.
The key is that last game right there, and we got to go there this year. And man, that Michigan team is loaded, man. They're bringing back pretty much everybody, and they have the best offensive line in the country.
And y'all playing at 9 a.m.
Bro, I'm going to be terrified.
That's a tall task.
It is a very tall task. On Ryan Day, we need it, man. Listen, man, we need it. We need it. We got in the playoffs last year, even with losing to Michigan. So at the end of the day, it may not matter. But losing the way we did the last 2 years to Michigan, and then we got to go there, and then they're bringing everybody back.
Yeah,
it scares me. It's scaring the living day. It scares the living daylights out of me. So it's gonna come down to that last game. I see us going. Boy, I'm actually going to say it, bro. I don't see us beating that team. I don't see us beating Michigan, man. If we beat Michigan on the road, it's going to have to be one of those games where we just play outside of ourselves.
Yeah, do nothing wrong.
Where we don't make a single mistake and Michigan just falls apart.
But
I don't see us beating.
Let me say this. That's the end of the season.
Absolutely.
So Michigan,
bro, they're being
Michigan still has to play.
They do.
They still have to win games.
The expectation for Michigan this year is national title.
And I don't see it. I see a playoff team.
This is probably their best team. This is probably their best chance since Jim Harbaugh.
I see a playoff team.
I see a playoff team. I'm worried. I think they can actually win this.
Yeah.
I do, man. I do.
I don't know how they gonna beat LSU, but
that would be a good game. I just wonder about. I mean, I guess I would question how their defense is. They do have They have one good corner. I just question how their defense is gonna look.
Fact.
But I don't see Ohio State beating them, and it pains me to actually say that. I'm the biggest Ohio State fan, as you clearly see. I'm the biggest Ohio State fan, one of the biggest in the world, and I just have to keep it real, man. I don't know. I don't know. I see us going 11-1.
So this Ohio State team, is it a 2-year progress right now where it'll take them some time to get back to where CJ Stroud?
The Justin Fields days. I think we're one top-notch recruit at quarterback. No, we lost on the Raiola kid, the one that's going to Georgia. We lost out on him. That was a big loss.
Yeah,
he's the number one recruit at quarterback coming out next year. So losing out on him kind of hurts. But McCord is going to start this year. He'll more than likely be back next year. I need a mobile quarterback in Ryan Day's system. I think I said it I said it on one of the episodes. The threat of the mobile quarterback in Ryan Day's offense gives them an added dimension. It would just be unstoppable. Ryan Day's offensive play calling is elite.
Okay,
it really is. For the college level, it is elite. He just needs the threat of a mobile quarterback to kind of give that added dimension. so you're not relying on your offensive line to protect perfectly on every single play.
Facts.
Unless your quarterback's really good against the blitz. So that's my assessment on this year.
I'm glad you kept it real, bro.
Hey man, I got it. I'm not one of those. I'm not one of these fanboys that just rides this team no matter what, man.
Yeah.
I got to keep it real. I just do. That Michigan team's loaded, man.
Yeah, definitely.
It is. They're loaded, bro. When I heard all the players that are coming back for them, I was like, man. This ain't gonna be our. We're about to lose 3 straight years, man. And then it really gets dicey, man, because our coach is 1-3 against them, and Michigan set up for an opportunity to go to that. Lord knows my blood pressure can't handle that. I don't have high blood pressure. But I'd have high blood pressure if Michigan was competing for a national championship again. So
yes, sir.
I can't handle that. Anyways, let's get on to our next topic, man. We got some UFC fights, right, Brad?
Yeah, that's right. Last but not least, UFC 292 coming up this weekend in Boston. I'm going to pull up the main card here. Want to know your guys' picks.
Aljo versus Sean O'Malley. I said this last week, and I'm going to say it again.
Yeah.
O'Malley's not ready for that ground game. He's not. He's just not. O'Malley may has a few, he's got good striking. I'm sure he's been working the takedown defense thoroughly. I just don't see it, man. I don't. You got to remember, this is the one thing I take away from Aljo's last title of the defense. He went up against an Olympic.
Yes, sir. Elite
wrestler in Henry Cejudo and took him down multiple times. Right. So if he could do that to an Olympic gold medalist, what do you think he's going to do to O'Malley? That's my question. When Aljo gets into this guy's legs, what is O'Malley? How is he going to defend?
He's not.
I don't see it, man.
Yeah, I think that's an easy one.
I just don't. I think he just at some point he submits him, just wears down O'Malley. And submits him at some point. I don't know to what, but I just feel that way. Anything can happen, and O'Malley knows he's got a tall task ahead of him. He's going to be against one of the, I think that's bantamweight goats, the bantamweight.
Yeah,
and I think it's too tall of an ask for him. I think we had Zhang Weili against Amanda Lemos, and see, they don't have the odds, so I wonder if they don't have it because it's a pick'em or something. What is that? Okay, they don't have it up there.
Yeah, not listed
that's
on
the
this
only
one.
thing. Yeah, see, that's odd that they don't have it.
Yeah,
it's very odd. That means they don't know. That means it's a pick'em.
Yeah,
that's what that means. Lemos is a hard hitting lady, man. She's been blasting through the chicks in her division. So. But Weilei's been there and done that. It's going to be a good fight.
Who you taking?
I honestly don't know, bro.
Yeah, so we got DraftKings puts Weili at a minus 200, 195 rather. Favorite.
2-1 favorite? Okay.
I think she keeps her belt.
You think she keeps her belt?
I think she keeps her belt.
Okay. We'll say Weili keeps her belt. We're going to say that on this show. We call it as it is. Machado Gary, very tough matchup against Neil Magny. Neil Magny stepping in. We're going to find out about Ian Machado this fight. He's a huge favorite in this fight, as he should be. But Neil Magny has a way of winning these type of fights, man. Grinding out strikers, holding them in the clinch, beating them up. But I wouldn't be surprised if Ian Machado wins by a knockout or TKO.
Okay.
Which is what I'll predict. Ian Machado for the win, baby.
I could agree with that. I'll take that.
Blackshear just stepping in, getting in on the main card. Good for you, bro. You have a rare twister submission in the third twister submission in UFC history, and you come in on the main card on 7 days notice and going up against Mario Batista. Haven't seen the kid fight, but he's a minus 290 favorite, so we'll go ahead and take him. Marlon Vera versus Pedro Munoz. Fight of the night right here.
Oh, yeah?
I think so. I think this will be the fight of the night. This is a tough one to pick. I think the way Cheeto looked in his last fight, I think he has a bounce back performance. He doesn't need it, but I think he's going to win this fight. Okay. I take Cheeto Vera for the dub.
Okay.
He's the minus, what is that? What is minus 192? I've never seen a lot like that. That's interesting. Minus 192. He's like 195 or 190 or something. I've never seen 192.
Right. Yeah, I'll go with the odds, man.
Yeah, I take the odds on that one. Let's see. We got prelims. Chris Whiteman's making a comeback against Brad Tavares. Tough fight for him. Go ahead and take Tavares on that one. Whiteman broke his leg, man. Broke his tibia and fibia, man. Those are are brutal.
Career ending sometimes.
They can be, and he's stepping back in. Good for him. Gregory by submission, whatever. He wins that fight. Hubbard against, I don't know who these guys are. I know Hubbard. I don't know.
Are you guys watching The Ultimate Fighter, the new season that's out with McGregor and Chandler?
No, I don't.
I haven't watched it.
These two guys are on the show, so it's interesting that they're in the prelims here.
Hubbard?
And the show's still going on. Yeah, that's right.
Maybe it's the final. It could be the final. Sometimes they'll do the final. Whoever's going to get the contract on one of the cards, and so maybe that's what this is.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe that's what this is. I feel like I've seen Hubbard fight before, though. That's the thing about it. So
interesting.
Yeah,
definitely gonna watch it. I
don't know, man. I got family.
You got things going on.
Yeah, I got other things going on. Early family. Andre Prochowski. Oh, against Gerald Marchart. That's a good fight. That's on the early. Man, that should be on the main prelim card. Man, that's crazy. They put that on there. That's a good fight right there. Yeah. Gerald Marchart against Andre Prochowski. I like Prochowski. Prochowski is good. Very good grappling.
Okay.
Yeah, he's that's gonna be a good match. Man, I want to see that one actually. Two grapplers matched up against each other. Those are
185.
Yeah, that's a good card. Who was the one before women's flyweight belt? Yeah, Andrea Lee against I don't know what the size of this, but she's the favorite. So we'll just go ahead and ride with her.
Okay.
And I don't know these other two young ladies. One's from Ukraine. We'll go ahead and ride with Ukraine on this.
Okay.
Might as well. Those are our picks. That is our show. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, follow us on YouTube. Check us out. Hey, man, 11 episodes in. We're going to
keep them rolling.
We're going to keep the content rolling. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. We do this for you guys and us, but we love doing this, so.
Yes, sir.
All right.
See y'all next week.
Yeah. No, next week. I'm getting married, man.
Okay. See y'all in a few weeks.
Yeah, we'll see y'all in a few weeks. I'm getting married and going on vacation, man. So
yes, sir.
We'll be back in a couple weeks for a fresh new episode. Hopefully I can keep up with these sports and stuff in the meantime. But it'll more than likely be on some college football. By the time we start up next again, it'll be college football. We'll have finished up this first week in a round of games. So we'll be diving in deep into some college football. I can't wait for that. All right. Thanks for watching. Take care. Peace.